today's mission is to get this done. I'll just turn you around and show you. So I've got this little hallway ceiling to do, just trying to work out the best way to reach it all really. So I've got another ladder to potentially come off there. It's one of them jobs I'm just nearly able to reach right across there, but I just can't. So I need to get there with that ladder, and then that corner there is going to be the worst because obviously that's from there. So I've got another folding ladder there. So that's the plan. Let's set up the ladders, get it all scraped down, get it SBR'd and skim it. Did these two yesterday, they're drying out nice. One there, one there. And then once these is plastered, it's all got to be decorated. And the walls are not the best. They're all going to need a proper rub down. It's a young couple I know, and I didn't want to sort of potentially have to skim all the walls because it's just more money for them. And it's more time for me really, and I'm busy. So just trying to get it done as best as possible. So I've got a big sander, like one of these big ones with a 225mm sanding head on it, but I'll show you that later. Right, let's get on with a bit of setting up. Okay, right, folding ladders. I don't know if any of you have experienced the joys of these ladders, but they can be fun. When they're good, they're good. And when they're bad, they're a pain in the arse. So yes. Right, let's try and now I've got to turn it over to reach the other side of the clips. End up tying myself in a knot. Actually, don't even know if I want it fully up really. You know what, let's take this end down. That might be enough for that staircase. We'll have hop ups here. That's not a problem. I've got another pair of steps for that bit. So then we'll come from here. We'll go up here. Skim what we can reach here. And then we need to get onto there. But I've got this lovely little ledge here, which is just going to let me jump onto there and bounce across to these. To about there. And then skim, skim, skim. Right, I hope that all makes sense to you. Because that, if you're doing a whole stairs and landing, is the most important thing. You can consistently move about without keep stopping and starting, because that will disturb the flow. So, right, I feel good about that now. A little bit of balancing act. Must be good for you, mustn't it? Must be good for you as you get into your old age. First thing to do really is get my water up, because I'm not going to be able to get back down once I'm set up. Oh, it's all gone a bit hazy for me. So let's start as we would. Get all this scraped down. It's not too bad actually. And then get some SBR on it. Get these things off. So we'll start off in the usual fashion. Scraper with a nice decent blade in it. They're actually a little bit better for scraping Artex when they're a bit blunt. When they're brand new, they cut into it so deep they're almost chopping into the board underneath. So if you can just somehow maybe just wear it a bit, you know, maybe rub it on a bit of brick or a bit of stone or something, just lose that real definitive sharpness off of it. It'll cut through the Artex better. You know, in the Artex scraping down case, sharper doesn't mean better. So that's that. So we'll get on with that after we've had a little brew, a cup of tea. So it is just chilling with a cup of tea. Horrible job, but got to be done. Time for the SBR. I've been using this pink SBR, this Kirk Johnson's SBR. And I like it. It's good stuff. It's good. It works well. You know, it does the job. But you have got to be careful with it. If you're on a job where there's carpets not going, you really want to be careful, really. I mean, the carpet is going on this job at some point, although not immediately. It is going. But if I was using it on a job where everything needs to be protected, I don't know if I'd use the pink one. I might use the white one. I think he's got it in the white now, so I'd probably use that. I mean, even just doing that, just tapping the brush in the thing, it wants to splatter everywhere. It's very, very splattery. Not just his stuff. I mean, SBR in general is very drippy. So I just like the colour, to be honest. It's not so much the product, it's just the colouring. I just like the fact that you can see where you've been. So Kirk, I'm sure you've been asked this before, but and I doubt very much you're watching me, but why don't you bring out your own PVA with a colour in it? Or anyone for that matter. If anyone's watching here that has any links to any PVA manufacturers, why don't they make that in a green or a blue or a pink? Why is PVA always white? It doesn't need to be. You can dye it yourself, obviously. But just for the sake of another firm, I should do it actually. I should bloody bring my own one out. What colour should we have it? Put in the comments what colour you'd like your PVA to be. I think pink's been done. We can't copy pink. Don't want to make the room too dark when it's on the ceiling, so you don't want nothing too dark. I don't know, it's got to be something like green or a light blue, isn't it, really? It's got to be something like that. Alright, where am I going? I'm turning around like a div. That's it. Right, let's dice with death and get over there. I'll turn his camera off because this can't be that much fun for you to watch. SBR is all on, as you can see. I've got you on the long arm camera reach thing at the minute. Just trying to get a bit of better perspective, just to make the videos a little bit more maybe interesting or just a different shots. If I show you from up above, walk you along, you can see the pink SBR is all on. It doesn't take long to dry that stuff. It's pretty good. That's the good thing between using this and PVA. PVA could sit there for a lot longer, but this just tends to pick up. It's got quite a plasticky sort of feel to it when it's dry. Yes, it does the job well. There's that for some perspective. Get the plasterer's eye view of working over a staircase. So I don't need scaffold boards on there. I'm managing just to hop between one ladder and the other, which is not bad. Anyway, let's get some plaster on the go. Right, first coat is all on. Up there. Just going to let that pick up a bit really, because just to sort of cover the architect. So that usually if it's a flatter ceiling, I would generally go straight on again with the second coat, always from the same bucket, which is there. I've got enough in there to get the ceiling done again. But I'm just going to let that pick up a bit, just so it soaks a bit into the shape of the architects. Otherwise it might start coming through again. So we'll just have a little 5-10 minute break, and then we'll get straight back on with coat 2 on that one. Right, there we go. That's that all done now. All skimmed up, all tidied up, all hoovered. Got to keep it nice. And then all that does now, it just turns this into a decorating job and a little bit of woodwork. So I may go and pick the doors up. So I've got to change these doors. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 doors to change to them. So they've had the bathroom done. Someone's done a lovely job of that. So yeah, we're changing them to them doors. So I may do the doors before I start decorating. But anyway, that's me for today. Not much to show you.